It's Atomic ASMR, and it's been a while since I made a video, and there's a couple good reasons on why, but we'll get into that. Right now we are out here. We're out here in nature, and it's really humid, so, but yeah, we're gonna turn the camera around, and we're gonna make a nice relaxing environment for you guys, and we're gonna just talk and catch up. Okay, so I am out here, and I've got my little like tapper things on. I had to find these because it's been a while since I did ASMR, but I always think that they sound so much better when I tap on things, because like, okay, look, if I do that, sure, you can get some tapping noises, but if I do, that sounds so much better, so much better. So two bees connected. What the heck? Are they mating? Is that like are those the bees? Is this like a mating for bees? I don't know. Are those just like broken? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna just leave them alone. Leave them alone. Okay. We're gonna just start walking through here. I actually just recorded a separate video for a different channel, which we could talk about, but why are there shoes? Somebody's shoes, like sandals, are just right there. That's kind of sketchy. I'm not sure what this is. It's kind of like when somebody wins an award and like the first place person stands there, and like second place and like third place, you know. Not sure why those are there. But yeah, this is a really beautiful nature trail that honestly not many people know about. I was just here like a week ago, and when I was here, the grass was really tall, and you had to like walk through it, and it was like up to right there. You know, we're in nature, so we gotta watch out. Also, it's really muddy. Look how muddy this is. I'm about to make some ASMR with my boots. Oh yeah, listen to that. Got shorts and boots on. I feel like it doesn't look right, but you need to do that to be here. So, the last time I was here, there was a man that was standing right over there, and when I walked in, he was like, "Hey, just so you know, there's a bobcat if you go down there and turn onto the white trail." He's like, "There's a bobcat." And I was like, "Oh, really? Like, okay." And he's like, what are you gonna be doing out here? Are you hiking or like what? So I was like, "Oh, I'm metal detecting, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Just be careful. Like, there's a bobcat." So I started walking, and I got to like right here. He was at the gate, and I got to right here, and I went to turn around to say something again to him, and he was gone, and his truck was gone. But like, I mean, that's like 20 feet. It would take like 30 seconds to get there, so I don't know how he got from there to his truck and then left within 30 seconds. It just doesn't make sense. So I don't know what to think about that, but anyways, living in Florida, I have the luxury of having firearms, so when we are out in this kind of wilderness area, I do carry a little firearm just for safety. I'm not trying to hurt anything, but it's like if something happens, I don't want to just get killed, So, with that being said, we are off, so I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way. I've never actually gone that way, but I mean, anything's possible. Okay. sometimes people with horses come through here, so you get like the horse poop. But I was just in here and I was recording a video talking about when I was metal detecting how I found a knife. About 9 months ago, I was metal detecting for the very first time, and right over there, I found a piece of a can because I was always told when you metal detect, don't expect to find anything crazy. And the very first thing that I found was a piece of old can. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, nothing crazy. And then I got from there to right here. And when I got here, the metal detector, it went like right here. And when it did that, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like another piece of like garbage, but I'm gonna get it because I want to help the environment. And to my surprise, I dug about a foot down and there was a massive military knife. And that knife, when you search, it had a name engraved on it. I'll put a photo on the screen. But when you look up the name that was inscribed on the knife, it is a World War II, Vietnam, and Korean War veteran who was a prisoner of war and in an internment camp. This man had 20-something medals of honor or something, and he was a very decorated member of the military. He was a very decorated member of the military and had lived a really crazy life. So the fact that I found that knife was like the coolest thing, and it was the find of a lifetime, and it was the second thing ever that I found. So with that being said, I feel very lucky that I found that, because like, who can say that they start metal detecting and within 20 minutes they found the World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam War veteran's knife who has 20 medals of honor and this, that, and the other. Not many people can say that, like, ever, let alone their second thing that they ever found. So I feel extremely blessed, and I feel like I wanted to record a video over there, which I just did, to like talk about him. I wanted to keep his memory going and keep the legend of that man alive, because now that's a true hero right there. So 2025 was the hardest year of my life, but ultimately I just didn't feel like in the correct headspace to make content for you guys. If I was like feeling like down or depressed, I didn't want to come on here and like try to relax you if I couldn't even like feel that myself. I feel like it would just be like false advertising, you know? Look how beautiful this is. Honestly, just stop to smell the roses, like the actual saying of like just stop to look around sometimes and take it all in, because this is what life is about. Like, look at that. That's, you gotta appreciate that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna switch between whispering and like a soft spoken, just because like I've been liking that a lot lately. But I didn't want to come on YouTube and say like, hey guys, it's Atomic and let me help you relax. I don't know. It took me a while, but basically 2025 was the year that I lost it all. 2024 was my best year. I had all these goals throughout my life, and in 2024, I achieved literally every single one. And that's not to sound bragging or anything, because I can't brag if I lost it all, you know? But ultimately, in 2024, I achieved everything. My business was like going crazy. It was doing so good. I bought my like house, and that was a goal of mine forever, because like growing up, me and my mom always lived in like apartments or with my grandparents. So my goal was like, as I get older, to, you know, be an entrepreneur, have my own business, be successful, buy a house. And, you know, I was able to do all those things. I was also in a relationship at the time too. I was in a long-term relationship. So, and then in 2025, everything kind of, you know, it changed with the Fire Nation attack. And ultimately what happened was like the economy just like went to shit. And when the economy went to shit, the cost of eggs went up, the price of everything went up, and the people, obviously the people that come into a business, if they don't have money, they're not gonna go into a business, right? They're not gonna spend money on things that they don't necessarily need, you know? So with that being said, the first thing that like happens in like a recession is like businesses like mine start to make less money and potentially go out of business. Now, my business was a co-owned business. It's a family co-owned business, and I unfortunately got to the point where I could no longer be there anymore because I was working a lot of hours and I was there all day, every day. But the business wasn't making enough money to like pay me, because as an owner, the first person to not make money is you. I wanted to make sure that the employees got paid and that the like inventory was purchased. But when that happened, I had to not be paid anymore. So when that happened, I was basically working. Look at these ants. Look at these all like tree ants. Hello guys. Hello. I wonder, is this north? Because there's like moss here, right? So this is north. Is that how that works? I don't know. But I was working and not making money. But the problem with that is that, I hoped it was going to get better. I was hoping that things would change, and here and there it did. Like there was like some days and some weeks where things were better, but it was like breadcrumbs. It was like, okay, I'm going to get some money here and then not get money and then get some money. And when that happens, you have to go into your reserves, which then, it eats away at your savings, right? And when you own a home and you have things to lose, like you can't just be somewhere for free, And it was like super devastating when I had to make that decision. There's a lot of things that happened like at once, but at the same time, a storm came through and messed up my roof and the pool pump on my pool and my air conditioner all in one storm. Literally all of this happened within like a week of each other. I'm not gonna touch that. There's like little mushrooms growing on there. It looks like it's gonna rain. It's always raining here, but ultimately, basically everything happened in like the span of a very short amount of time, and that's why I didn't want to get on here and make a video. I was working like 12 plus hours. I was there for like 12 hours a day for like a year straight, and to go from like the money that was being made to like, because of the economy and a lot of things, a lot less. Like it was just heartbreaking. But I don't want this video to be like depressing, because since then, it's gonna storm for sure. So since then, I've been working on myself, and I've been finding my passions again, and I've been working on my own things. And I've come to like a bunch of conclusions that like everything happens for a reason, and I'm like not sad anymore. I'm actually like, I had like a little bit of like an ego death and realized none of that stuff matters. And I'm just like enjoying life again. I'm out of survival mode. I'm like extremely positive. At the end of the day, I feel extremely positive because I'm at this point where I can like, it feels like right now I have the opportunity to like just draw my own path, and I could start fresh, and it's kind of like motivating where I can be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, and this, because I've already achieved all of my goals. Everything that I've ever wanted, I got. Just because I lost it doesn't mean I didn't have it. And I got everything. So with that being said, I'm writing new goals, and I'm gonna achieve those. So now that I finally feel like I'm at a place where I am able to make content, I'm gonna be making content on here, and I have a channel that I just made called Lost with Joe, where it's gonna be like metal detecting and treasure hunting and exploring. Oh boy, it's starting to rain. With that being said, what is in store for this channel is that I am probably gonna do more like outdoors, vibey, just talking and like stuff. Oh brother, it's starting to rain. That's alright. That's okay. It just adds to the ambiance. I watch a lot of like Grace V, who will just like sit there and just kind of chat, and talk about her life, and sometimes she'll tap on things or chew some gum. And that's literally probably one of the only content creators I've been watching for ASMR lately. And I've been watching her content since she had 20,000 subscribers, so it's really cool to see where she's at in her life. She's really come a long way. Just thought I'd say that. But if I were you guys and you're feeling any type of way in your life, get outside. Go for a hike. Go for a walk. Go to the store, even if you're not going to buy something. I started going in nature more, and it is like really healing to just walk and talk. Honestly, I wasn't recording, but like right after all this stuff happened to me, I literally walked this path and I just talked out loud, and I just started talking about like the things that happened. I was just talking, and I was just like almost like talking to myself and like giving myself therapy, giving myself like thoughts and answers, talking about what I wanted to do and achieve. And I'm not sure if this video is even going to be good. And yeah, I want to just get out there and metal detect and explore, and a couple other things. I've been into Pokemon. I realized that like a lot of happiness comes from things that you enjoyed when you were like a kid or a teenager, and I was always a Pokemon fan, and then for some reason I stopped. That's the other thing, guys. Just you gotta be authentic. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying like don't hide things about yourself because you're scared. I've learned that. I'm super authentic about myself. Like right now, I'm out of breath. I'm sitting here whispering, not even. I'm like soft-spoken now. And remember, don't rush. And it's so. Like people always say, like don't rush. Like just go with the flow. Like seriously, go with the flow. You're gonna get there. You'll get there. Sometimes rushing makes you make mistakes, and then you have to do it twice, which takes longer. And like, I read something that said if you run in the rain, you're gonna get just as wet. You know what I mean? You might get a little less wet, but like right now, it's just rain. It's not gonna hurt me. Knock on wood. It's not gonna hurt me. And honestly, it's kind of it's kind of grounding. That's what you gotta do, guys. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. Go outside. Take your shoes off, your socks off. Stand in the sun, in the grass. Don't have your phone on you. Don't have anything on your feet. I promise you, do that for 10 minutes a day. If you could do 30, that's even better. If you could do that, I promise. It's literally, your body is literally it's an energetic field. And the sun, literally, think about it. What do solar panels do? The sun provides for the solar panels to create electricity. You're the same thing. You're a receptor. You receive. So go stand outside, shoes off, socks off. No phone. Remember that. That's important. No phone. And just sit there, stand there, take it in. Promise you it's going to make you feel better. Promise. If you want to see true results, get a moldavite. This is moldavite. I got 2 of them. I got like a little crystal, and then I got this one in this necklace. But you got to be ready for what's to come, because moldavite, people, it's think about this. I'm going to put this another perspective for you. What's in a watch to like control it? Obviously there's like batteries and stuff, but like what's in a watch? What do they call it? They say it's quartz, because they put quartz crystal in there. You're telling me that they're putting a quartz crystal in a watch because it helps to keep time, it helps to power it, because it's got an electric field to it, and it's got properties to it. So people that say crystals don't do anything, you're telling me that it could help run a watch, keep time. It could do that. They use that to power a watch. Anyways, I've got a quartz. It's good for healing. It's good for energy and whatnot. But I'm telling you, if you're ready for a change, get this. But you have to put the intention in there. And this is what I say, and this is the truth. I say take everything off my path that I don't need and put everything on that I do need. If I want something, I want to achieve something, I say, put me on the path for achieving this, or if I want to do this, put me on the path to be achieving that. Like, you know what I mean? And when I say that, and when I put that intention truly out there, you have to believe it. But that's the thing. You can believe anything. Your brain, it's like the placebo effect. the placebo effect is real. It's like the placebo effect, if you don't know, is like they give somebody a pill that does nothing, and it cures something that regular like curing can't do, if that makes sense. It's a real thing. Your brain, your consciousness, we don't understand it, but it can do crazy things. Your brain can do a lot more than you know. So put the intention out there for what you want. Get a moldavite, get a quartz, get something. Stand out in the sun. I mean, the sun's not out right now, but stand out in the sun. Change your life. Because I've lost everything this year. I gained everything, but it's because I manifested it the wrong way. And if you manifest things the wrong way, you might get it. But it's like making a deal with the devil. It's got a twist of fate. And that's not what I did. I'm not saying that I did that, but it's just about how you go about it. So, yeah, that being said, this is no longer whispering, it's just talking. It's kind of nice to just sit here and talk to myself, talk to you guys. And I hope I can make a change. That's really all I want in life, you know? I really want to be influential, and I want to make a change, and I want to help people. Where are my keys? Oh, brother. Even in the midst of doubt, everything going wrong, if you could find the positivity, you can make great change. And it's all about your mindset. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but I'm not even sure if this is going to be a video. I'm just going to, I'm going to keep posting, and I hope that there's someone out there. Please, leave a comment if you're still here. I would really appreciate that, and I'd love that. I hope to hear from you. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, more about general, I can try to give my 2 cents on it. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.